Brothers and Sisters is the third segment of the 17th episode of the first Peanut series, and as always, there will be spoilers as I go through each segment and share some thoughts. But to be honest, I don't have that many thoughts, and that's largely because there's not a lot of variety. I think they could have done a much better job with this, or a much more interesting job, I guess, if they'd taken a different approach, because the entire 7-ish minute cartoon is all about Lucy and Linus. And I thought it was going to be about different examples of brothers and sisters. So I thought we'd have Lucy and Linus contrasting with Charlie Brown and Sally. And I think that would have worked so much more effectively, because I think there would definitely be contrasts and also similarities, actually. I think Lucy and Sally can be quite similar. They're both very headstrong. And it would have been interesting to see the two sets of siblings and how they compare, how they're different. But instead, we just get 7 minutes of Lucy and Linus. And honestly, it got a little bit repetitive. But I'll talk about what happens and to give you an idea of roughly what to expect. But in general, while each segment is not bad, when it's packaged together, it got a little stale. Starts off with Lucy and Linus arguing, and then Lucy takes back a hit, which is a pretty good bit of animation. I quite like that. And then Lucy, quite cleverly, and I wasn't sure what she was doing immediately, she was fussing over the television, letting Linus watch what he wanted, and she was turning up the sound for him and making everything really pleasant for him. But because she was fussing so much, Linus ended up just giving in and letting her watch what she wanted because that was easier. So, a clever tactic. I didn't mind that segment at all. And then Linus was sucking his thumb, and he said, which I did find funny, "I think I'm losing my flavour," which I rather liked. So I didn't mind that part of it. And then Lucy is pestering Linus again and is trying to get the television. And then we end with Linus recounting a time when Lucy had been quite nice, actually, which Lucy was not happy about. So each section is okay. Personal highlights would be Linus thinking he's losing his own flavour, and Lucy fussing over the television because I thought it was quite clever. But when it's all packaged together, it's very, very similar. And there's not a lot of variety, and it just kind of got a little bit stale. So it would have been so much more interesting if we'd had some contrasts between Lucy and Linus and Sally and Charlie Brown. And I think that would have been a lot better, a lot more interesting. It would have been quite fascinating. So what we got, each section, not too bad. But as a complete package, I think Brothers and Sisters definitely could have been quite a bit better.